What's up? I'm Mark. So, I got an honest question about mental health. Um, it has to do with taking your own life. Excuse me. Um, has to do with taking your own life willingly, knowingly. Let me just get into it and I'll get back to it. So, I believe if I was to take my own life, that I could take my own life if I wanted to. It's my own life to take. I have that choice. If I want to choose to go out, I'm going to. I want to choose when I go out, when and how. And that makes sense, right? So I think that it's kind of crazy that people want to stop you if it's my life to live. Okay, I'm not in anybody's life. I don't have any family. I don't know anybody. I just got off the streets from being homeless after being carjacked at gunpoint, after falsely being told that a school had student housing and moving state to state, and staying in that parking lot, living in that parking lot in that school, then getting carjacked, getting put on the streets, because everything that I owned was in that car. And I started washing windows to make money, to feed myself, because how else do you do it when you don't have anything, when everything's stripped from you, literally taken from you? So I started to wash windows. When I was washing windows, as I was washing windows, I would be as happy as I could. It put me in a good mood. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I knew that it was all that I had. I didn't have an ID. I didn't have a social. I didn't have a birth certificate. I couldn't get a job, and trust me, I tried. In my car was everything I owned. Like, I didn't even have a phone. I had like maybe 2 pairs of clothes, 2 change outfits, and not even complete outfits. Like maybe 3 pairs of socks, 1 pair of underwear that I'd wear continuously and have to change out and like wash and shit. Like it was bad. It got bad. Sleeping outside every night, getting eaten up by bugs, and I was like the only white boy in the neighborhood. It sucked. I was in one of the most racially diverse neighborhoods in Texas called Greenspoint, and there's nothing but African Americans there. I was walking down the street one night with my dog, and I got shot at for walking down the street. The people yelled at the car, "Hey, white boy, get out of here! You're in the wrong neighborhood!" Pop, pop, pop. And they shot 3 shots at me and my dog at our feet. And like, I had my shirt off and everything. Like, I was already there for like 8 months. Like, you kidding me? I'm over 30 years old. Like, you don't fucking scare me, youngster. You're a pistol. You think you're the first one to shoot at me? No. Okay? Like, and don't get me wrong, I'm not hard, but that just doesn't scare me. Like, I'm weathered. Okay? um, and a lot of stupid shit like that just doesn't faze me, because I've seen it. I've been there. I've done it. Okay? I strongly, strongly believe in reincarnation. Okay, I strongly believe that I've lived over and over and over again, and that I'm trapped in this cycle, but that I'm gonna go to heaven, and I know I will. Okay, and I just know I will. I don't have a shadow of doubt that God exists. I don't have a shadow of doubt that I am a creation of His, and that He is my Father. And here's why. Okay, I don't have anybody in my life. He's the only person that I talk to on a day-to-day basis consistently. He talks back. We have conversations. And I'm not talking to you like he's a voice in my head and I hear things. I'm talking like signs, and like I see things that after I say a prayer, something will happen. It's like it's like it'll not metamorphosize, what's the word I'm looking for? It'll materialize right in front of me, almost. That. Let me give you an example, okay? I say a prayer every day, and just to kind of joke around with God, like, yeah, God, send me someone with a $20 bill, haha, right? And no joke, daily, someone donates a 20 to me. And I know that's just him taking care of me, but it just goes to show you that you ask, you will receive. He takes care of me. I know that he's got my back. I know that no matter what I do, I'm going to be okay. But here's where I struggle. I don't have anybody. I don't know anybody. I'm reaching out and I'm doing the best that I can, okay? But with not being able to connect with anybody, and with everybody being as sheltered as they are, and as closed-minded as people are, I don't have any friends. And don't get me wrong, like I joined a pool league to try to meet new people. I go to bars and I hang out. I don't drink. I just go there to hang out and just to meet people. And don't get me wrong, like I'll pretend like I have a drink and shit, right? And I talk to people. Okay, but it's when people ask you where you live and you kind of hesitate, they're like, "Oh, you're homeless?" It's like they judge you. No, I'm not homeless now. I'm sleeping in my car now, but like even before, like it's still, they judge you and they don't ask questions. You have to explain yourself. I've had to explain myself so many times. Like, look, I may be homeless, but I'm not hopeless. There's a big difference. Like, I work for every dollar I get. I don't beg for anything. I'm not going to sit there and hold a sign, okay? If anything, I'm going to work for it. Like, because I can't get work anywhere else. And that's the only honest way to do it. Don't get me wrong, I can go out there and fucking steal from people. I go steal my food every day if I wanted to, but I'm not going to do that. Because I have a fucking heart. Okay? And because that's not what God wants me to do. That's not what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to work for my food every day. It makes me feel good. It gives me a sense of pride and a sense of ownership and a sense of meaning. But it also makes me feel like shit when I have to do it like that. That's why I'm thinking about suicide every single day. And this isn't something like a new thought. This is something that I've been thinking of for 30 years. No, sorry, 20 years. Maybe more. Because that I've lived over and over and over again. I mean, I can look at someone and be like, yeah, I've been there before. I know what that feels like. I can relate to so many situations. I can put myself in so many people's shoes and be like, think about it. Yeah, I can relate to that feeling. I know what they're feeling. I know what they're going through. And most likely, I've gone through that experience myself. Because I've lived a fucked up life. Good and bad and amazing and horrible. But I wouldn't trade it for anything. For the experiences in themselves. With that being said, I want to restart. I want to start over. And I know that if I just take myself out, I can restart. I know that. I deeply know this. That if I take myself out, I will be reborn again. And some slim chance I'm not. At least I would get to see my family and friends in heaven. Now that goes to say with how that I do it, because suicide is strictly forbidden in the Bible. But I believe that if I talk to God, and I believe if I talk to him, I kind of let him in on why I'm doing it. Because I really, like, as much as I strive to have something to live for, I really have nothing to live for. I have nobody. I have absolutely nothing. I have no possessions except this fucking car in my name. And I just barely got that because I was able to save money for 5 years of washing windows on the side of the highway. Like $2 a day. Because I didn't make much and I needed to eat still every day. But I needed to put something away every single day. I was very strict on that with myself. I made sure I put something away every day. Because I knew I was going to get this eventually. I had to. And if I wasn't, then I was going to take myself out to try an OD. Because that's how I want to go out. I want to overdose. That's how my wife did it. And I'm an emotional wreck. It'd be one thing if I had somebody to talk to. It'd be another thing if I had somebody to hang out with. I don't have a single person. Nobody. And I am the best friend I have. Like, I would break my back for you. And that's probably why I get hurt so much. Because I put everybody before myself. That's probably why I don't have anything, because I put everybody before myself. I mean, that's not why I don't have them. I want to restart. I want to take myself out. And I don't think that it should be anybody else's decision other than mine. I don't think anybody else has a say in my life because nobody is in my life. So why should you have a say in how I live my life or how I die in life? It's mine. Mine. So let me do with it as I please. You get to do with yours as you do, so why not? No one's gonna miss me. No one's gonna know I'm gone. Except for the authorities that have to clean my body up and have to cremate me. There's nobody to send my ashes to. They're not gonna bury me. They're not gonna put me in a coffin. They're gonna fucking burn my shit and then throw me away. That's my physical body. My soul carries on. Me as a person, I will continue. I know this. I am that confident. But why is it such a bad thing for... Why does everybody see that as such a horrible thing? If I don't have anybody, and no one would know, no one would care, and it wouldn't be a burden to anybody, it wouldn't be any different to anything. It would not change the world in any way. So why would it matter? If it's my choice, it's my life, why can't I do that? I've lost my family. I've lost all of my friends. My wife's dead. My dog's dead. The only quote quote friend, if I could even call him that, uses me when he can and then doesn't answer when I call. Calls me his brother, but doesn't treat me like one. He's the only one that might actually know and be like, hey, I wonder where Mark's at. I mean, why he's not answering? Like, he would be the only person in the entire world that might actually, like, think, hey, wonder if Mark's gone, or wonder where Mark's at. Hey, he's not calling me today. Because, like, you go through my phone, like, the only reason I have a phone is for the internet and for entertainment, like social media. And I reach out on social media all the time. And I'm very opinionated. I'm a Scorpio Libra. I'm born on October 22nd, 87. I feel like I'm that old. I'm not, but I am, but I'm not. But my soul is. I have lived thousands of lives. Like, I remember watching, Braveheart when I was younger, and being like, I was in that battle. I was fucking there. Like, and then watching the Roman Empire fall, and be like, I was there for that too. Like, what? Like, I've been, and I'm not saying like my soul's a warrior, like a warrior monk or anything like that, but like, I've been there. I've done that. I've seen through those warriors' eyes and felt those warriors' feelings and been there for those battles and actions and sequences and I can care less if you believe me. Your opinion means nothing to. Who are you? Who am I to you? But I've been there. I know this. So, and that's why I'm so confident that I'm gonna live on again. And if this is the year that Christ come back, amen. Thank God. We need him because this world is so fucked up. We need some saving right now. With everything that's going on in the world, all the wars, all the famine, all the homelessness, all the murders, all the corruptness, everything. With AI taking over the world. I have a college degree. I can't get a job because I don't have a license, but also because AI is taking every other job that there is. The national average, high school students, high school graduates are more employed than college graduates are now. That's just a fact. I applied at McDonald's the other day and got told that they couldn't hire me because I was overqualified, and then because I didn't speak Spanish. I didn't know at McDonald's you had to speak Spanish. We're in America. Are you fucking serious? I only speak English. That's the only language I should know I need to know. I'm in America. I don't plan on traveling. I shouldn't have to learn another language. Motherfucker, you came to my country and now you're impeding your fucking language on me? Fuck you. Fuck you. Okay? That's what I have to say about that. So, I mean, and same thing at Burger King. Fucking Burger King. What? You have to be Spanish to be able to take orders there. You have to know Spanish fluently in order to be hired on there. That is so fucking ridiculous. This is America, people. Like, and I'm serious about this shit. This shit's really going on every fucking day. I went into Subway this afternoon to get lunch, right? And the motherfucker couldn't understand what I wanted because he didn't speak English. But yet he works at Subway. And he's an American citizen, supposedly, because he has a job and he works at Subway. How the fuck did he get a job if he can't speak English in America? Please answer that. Like, I'm fucking flabbergasted right now that so much Spanish has to be known to survive in America. The home of the English language. America. We have to know Spanish now. And I get it, I'm in Texas. But still, we're the most redneck fucking state of all. And I gotta know some guada guada? Are you fucking serious? No. That's all I gotta say. Fuck you. I went to GNC the other day to go get my blood tested because I wanted to see where my testosterone levels were at, because like I said, I'm an emotional wreck. And when I was talking to the doctor, something slipped out about how I was thinking, like what we're talking about, how I was thinking about, taking myself out. And she called the fucking authorities, like she had some say in my life. Like, she could stop me from actually killing myself if she wanted to. The fucking audacity of this bitch. Like, and she didn't care to ask any follow-up questions. Like, if there's any underlining issues going on. She just picked up that phone and called as soon as I left that office. I get it. It's her medical responsibility as a doctor. But have a conversation with your fucking patient first before you call the emergency, associate. Like, really, Come on, like, that hurt my feelings. Like, I don't trust those people now. I'm not going to go back there. And especially not going to let them take my blood test. Not to mention the phlebotomist couldn't even fucking find a vein. So I'm stuck in between a rock and a hard place. And I wake up every morning kicking myself like, the fuck, you made it through the night, dude. You gotta fucking do this shit all over again, man. I regret not killing myself yesterday. Because I had to live today. I had to do all this bullshit all over again today. Like, do you know how hard they make it for you to get your ID? You have to have a birth certificate and you have to have a social. What happens if you don't have a social or a birth certificate? How do you get an ID then? And what happens if you're not born in that state, the state that you're in? Because you have to get your birth certificate in the state that you're born in from that state. I was born in California. I don't have any family. How do I do that? Thank God now I was able, I'm not going to say how, but I was able to get my birth certificate. Now with your social, now you need a mailing address. And you need to have history at that address, like proof that you live there, a residence, because they're not going to mail your social to a P.O. box. At least that's what they told me. I've been trying to get my social now for 2 years. 2 years. I know it by heart. I can't get my ID, my driver's license, or any kind of documents without both social and birth certificate. So how do I do this? Like, I need help. And as you can see, like, I'm so far past. I've done everything. I have tried everything. I'm exhausted with trying now. And that's why I'm so pissed off that I just didn't kill myself yesterday. And that I just don't do it right now. Like, but I just don't have what I need to do it. Because I want to do it a certain way. Because if I'm going to go, I'm going to choose how I go. And I'm going to go out with a fucking bang. My life has been nothing but bang, and I want to go out like that. So, my little rant. Please let me know what you think. Any comments? Any questions? Again, my name is Mark Newman. I'm in Houston, Texas. Yeah, let me know what you think about self-suicide and self-killing yourself and reincarnation and going to heaven and all that stuff. Because I know where I'm going to go and I know what's going to happen if I do it. But, yeah. Alright guys, peace, love, bubblegum.